Hello, everybody. It's Eddie Pepitone live from the bunker, and I'm here today, day 2 of Live from the Bunker. We had some important developments today in the pandemic. There are cities on lockdown. Let me get this straight. There's cities on lockdown now. Okay? Now, I want to just say something to the powers that be. I cannot be on lockdown. Okay? Yes, I want to play my part, but I am like a coiled spring. I'm a coiled spring. How can I be on lockdown all the time? Do you know what I mean? I mean, look at me. I was in the park today. I kept my distance anytime anybody got near me, and this is including birds and insects. I was like, hey, take a step back. Take a step back. Okay? I need to be free, to roam free. You know the term free range, which by the way means bullshit. If you're buying free range chickens or free range this, they're not free range. They're kept in confined spaces and tortured. Okay? Just don't eat that shit. Okay, now, we have a lot to cover. Our special guest today is Todd Glass. Todd, as you know, is a maniac, very funny man. He opens for David Spade, by the way, and David Spade, all of a sudden, David Spade has a show called Live from the Bunker. After I had mine yesterday, all of a sudden he's got his today. I don't know. Maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe it's not. You know what I mean? You would think in this time of just incredible tenseness, people would be nice. I hope it was just a thing that everybody is thinking about the same idea. All right. So did people see the press conference today? Trump is bailing out corporations. You know, the U.S. government is bailing out oil companies. They're bailing out banks, right? And they're not helping people. Today, the big thing is they're going to give every American $1,000 check. $1,000. Do you know how far $1,000 go? Right? If I had if I got a check today for $1,000, it would be gone in 20 minutes because I put it all on 7. I go to a roulette wheel and I go put it all on 7 because I have to support my family. Okay? I have to support my family. So I'm going to take that $1,000. I'm going to go to the roulette wheel. I'm going to say, put it on 7. All right. Also today, unbelievably, the Democratic primaries are being held in Ohio, Florida. No, Ohio canceled. Florida and Illinois, and I believe Arizona. Now, or at least Florida and Illinois. People are dying. Why? You can't have primaries. You can't. You have to do what I did. I mailed in my ballot. And I don't even lick it. I don't lick it, to transmit the disease. I just perforate it and I put with big bold marker, do not open. Okay, what movies are people watching these days? Because everybody's inside now. I'm a sports fan. There's no sports to watch. What was I watching? You know what I watched, which was really just so typical. So typical. By the way, there was a study today. I just want to connect to you guys with the fact that 1 million people, according to a study by London Imperial College, 1 million people will probably die in the United States because of this pandemic. But, and there's a big but here, don't let that stop you from attaining your goals. lose that last 10 pounds. You know, be all you can be in this pandemic. All right. One study says 1 million people may die. This is not misinformation. This is information that you don't hear, in the mainstream media. You have to go to my bunker. By the way, I don't know if you like this whole scenario here. I'll show you Charlotte. There's Charlotte laying down, and there is my cat, Katie. You can't see Katie. Anyway, this is a highly technical operation. Let me have questions. Do people have any questions? Are you allowed? Yeah, someone said, are you allowed to go into parks? These are the kind of questions that I am fully capable of answering, okay? And the answer is yes, you can go into parks. Okay, you can't play frisbee tag anymore for some reason. I don't know what that, by the way, it's weird doing an Instagram live and you're looking at your face because I get lost in my eyes. I'm not gonna lie. I get lost in the pool of my blue eyes, and it's pretty nice. So it's hard for me to focus. But let me tell you this. You can go into parks. You can't play frisbee tag anymore, and you cannot play croquet. The reason you can't play croquet has nothing to do with the pandemic. It has to do with the fact that it's a lame fucking thing where you hit a ball. All right, anyway, thank you, Jane. I will stay safe. Andrea asked, how is Basil? My dog Basil. And Basil is good. He's good. I mean, they're my kids. My dogs are my kids, and I take care of them. I rinse them in Clorox about every couple of minutes, and it really helps. It keeps off the germs. Hello from Tucson. Good to see you. Anybody? Hey, Ed. How's it going? Right, that's what I'm telling everybody. Hi from Detroit. Hi. So are there questions? Anybody have a question for me, or should I keep rambling about the fact that, not really rambling. One thing that I noticed is it's not cool. It's not cool to constantly be inputted into the latest updates. It is not cool. You know what I mean? It's just not cool. Let's see. I get the disease and my family refused to let me back home. So I'm wandering the streets like a dog looking for food. That was, how did you get the shirt so fresh? Quick on the heels of Evie's death. How did you get the shirt so fresh? Yeah. So try to unplug a little bit. Yes, I gave you the statistic that 1 million people are going to die. Yes. Will it be you? Probably. How do you take solace in a time like this? Is it carbo loading? Could be. It could be. All right, I'm just looking for more questions. So I was watching a movie. Yeah, yesterday I was watching a movie. American Factory. Has anybody seen this? This is about a Chinese billionaire. A Chinese billionaire buying a factory that GM used to run, and GM used to pay their workers $29 an hour. I believe it was in the 80s, late 70s, 80s. And this Chinese billionaire bought it, and he's giving workers $12 an hour. Can you believe that? $12 an hour. All right, now we're gonna get Todd Glass in here. Are you guys ready? Let's see, Todd, did we get you? Todd? Oh, we're waiting for Todd. So anyway, unbelievably, there he is.
Wow.
Hey.
How do I look? How do I look? That's all I care about. How do I look? How do I look? How do I look?
The lighting could be better,
Lighting?
Todd, but it's good. It's good lighting. It's good bunker lighting. Well, we can't.
Okay.
You're not bad. You're not bad. You
I
always
look better
good.
like that. Like that's how I feel I look better.
Todd,
Watch this, Eddie.
that's great.
Is that better?
Do you have people helping you there? Are there people there?
I have one person here, and I did scrub this place. Look, there's so much to talk about. First of all, I'm laughing so fucking hard at you. Everything you say is hilarious.
Well, not really. Todd, it feels lonely when you're just talking to a camera. You know what I mean? And you're
getting lost in your eyes.
Well, come on. I mean, do you not get lost in my? I mean, I don't want to take you down that road. I know you have an alternative. Anyway, look.
Oh my God, Eddie. I just got lost in your eyes. I'm not even shitting around. Like, serious, no bullshit. I don't time the bullshit. Hey, by the way, can I ask you a question seriously?
Yes, please.
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Is it? Someone asked me if I don't need light. I look better in the dark. That's
you look good. You look good right now.
told me I look better in the dark, so I've been listening to him. Made that up. Can you really not play frisbee in the park?
No frisbee anymore, and it has to do with the trajectory of frisbees. They can go off into like somebody else's space, and you're touching it. You know, wow. You can play frisbee with gloves on. You know,
is that true?
No, it's not true.
Oh.
It's a stupid thing that I was like, hold on, Margaret, please, whatever you do, rinse the bundt cake in Clorox. Okay. So Todd,
Margaret. Yes, sir. I'm here to be a good interviewer. So you ask me the questions, and
you can ask me questions too. But are you nervous about all this stuff?
Because that's a great question. No,
that's
seriously,
the most obvious question.
It's the most obvious question, but I think people that you don't think would be nervous. Other people, like I love that phrase I heard. Somebody was talking about this very knowledgeably, said, I'm not trying to scare you out of your wits. I'm trying to scare you into your wits. And that's a great phrase. I want to be prepared. So I did go out and get some food, but I only got food because Steve Feinarts is scaring the shit out of me. He texts me, I have a friend in the government, and tomorrow all custard places are getting closed an hour earlier. Just shit like that. And it gets me nervous, but guess what?
He does the same thing to me. Folks, if you don't know who Steve Feinarts is, he is a comedy director. He directed both my specials. Mm-hmm. The second special is coming out soon, by the way.
I know, and you know what? Not that this is the time for a plug, but when people are locked in their house, I think it's a great time for a plug. People got nothing to do. Well, here's what we're going to give you. That special, I went. I'm telling you.
Oh,
folks,
you were there? Yes.
It's shut the fuck up funny. It doesn't give you a chance. You know when people go, oh, my face hurt? I just thought that was a phrase. Oh, it means you laughed hard. No, my fucking face hurt.
Thank you, Todd. By the way, Ron Lynch has a question. He said, are the red curtains behind you hiding all the hoarding that you're doing?
No, actually, I'm not. I'm the opposite of a hoarder.
Not to
brag. But I'm in my podcast studio, and that is the stage area. Should I?
No, I like it.
Should I give a look around the room? Oh, yeah, thank you. I don't know if you can even see it.
Oh, I love your studio. Yeah, it's a great
anyway,
studio.
That probably just gave there's the band. Am I doing it right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I was doing it right or not.
I'm not good. I'm not good with tilting the camera around because I feel like if I like fuck it up, I won't have it back. Anyway,
so the question is, I'm a little bit scared, but almost afraid to say it.
You're scared. You're scared. That's what a child would say, and I think we're all being reduced to children, which is good. And I'll tell you why it's good. We're all being reduced to children, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But you know what children have that adults lose as they grow older? A sense of playfulness. And I've noticed that this pandemic has made people extremely playful. I was talking to my mailman yesterday, and he was like, throw me a ballie. Throw me a ballie. That's what my mailman
my mailman was saying, could you put me on your shoulders? He said, can you put me on your shoulders, because people during this pandemic are becoming scared like children.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't think just to be honest, I think I didn't say, oh, scared. I just said, I think I paused. I went, I'm scared. I didn't say, oh, scared. Like, what do I say? Can I get some spaghetti? Or how do they say that wrong? Spaghetti?
Is it true that you went to the gym a couple of days ago?
To tell you the truth, well, why would I lie? But I did go to the gym because a lot of my friends that were telling me not to go to the gym were going to places that were more crowded. I'm at a huge gym, and not that many people are going. Literally, like, there's 50 people in a massive gym. That means there's no one next to me ever on the treadmill. I did go in. I didn't like the old days. I would wipe it real quick. I did. By the way, all this information I'm saying, I'm actually being serious.
I know
you
you
never make anything I did sound like people should get the facts. Like, there are people that know the facts. And you know what? Right. If you listen to people that are knowledgeable about it, they all say the same thing. So you don't have to be in a panic. When I say I'm scared, I'm not in a panic. I want to be ready, you know? And Steve said it in a good way. He goes, I don't think you have to be in a panic, but go out and get enough food in your house for 2 weeks. And that seemed reasonable to me.
That's Steve Fine Arts you're talking about.
Yeah, that was reasonable. It wasn't like go hoard all the toilet paper and run around manic. So I think anyway, and I did. You couldn't get alcohol anywhere. You couldn't get wipes anywhere. All that stuff. And I need more than a wipe. I think one wipe isn't going to do shit to a treadmill. So I found that Clorox doesn't. So I would put a little Clorox on a rag, put that in a plastic bag.
A little Clorox on a rag. Tell me that doesn't sound like you're going to hurt somebody. Like you're going to come up from behind. Like come up from behind and put the Clorox on.
Does this smell like Clorox? You know, yak friendly about it. I'm just writing a book. Does this? But and then I had the rag, and it wasn't dripping wet, but it had a reasonable amount of Clorox, just a cap. It doesn't even half a cap with some water, and I really scrubbed down that treadmill. And I made sure when I was wiping it down that I didn't take my water bottle and put it on the treadmill next to it. No, because then so I really would go in that gym with a lot of effort, touch nothing, and wipe down my machine.
You have a beautiful house. I've been to your house. Why don't you just and you have a little nice backyard. Why don't you just work out at home? Do you have a treadmill at home? Because I know a guy, by the way, who knows a guy who can get a treadmill delivered within the hour.
Oh, Who is
that?
Who is that? Is that Steve Fine Arts?
Steve Fine Arts.
Because I'll answer your question. So if I wouldn't mind the elliptical at my house, because I will. You know, people at the gym that move their hands and everything. I'm always embarrassed to do that, to be honest. And I used to make fun of them for doing it. Now I think good for you. You know, people that are comfortable to do whatever they have to do to keep their mind, you know, even with music. But at home with no one around, I will do that. So I want to get one at the house, but I like going out. That's the reason that even if I have one at the house, I like the energy.
Well, you're a social creature, and this is by the way, someone said, Allison, I think, said, Todd, it stays in the air for 3 hours. If someone has the virus, I guess it stays in the air 3 hours.
So saying that I go to the gym and I wash down my treadmill, if that's true what this person's saying, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't be going to the gym.
Yeah, I don't think we should be going to communal places. You know,
I stopped going, but I'll be honest, only when they told me when the gyms were closed. But I thought because there was no one at my gym, you make these conclusions. I was going, well, there's less people at my gym. And when I say there was no one next to me at the gym, I'm not kidding. But I would say, but there's less people at the gym than there are at the supermarket. But the answer to that is, well, that's dangerous too. So I slowed down.
Unbeknownst to you, I have sent someone to your house to test you. It's a quick, test you for the virus. So you will be finding out during this podcast whether you are positive or negative for the coronavirus. Now, everybody accuses me of a lot of negativity, and I'm hoping that's true for the corona. But it's on me, by the way. This test is on me. I was able to obtain it. It's a private.
Oh, you have it?
It's a private concern. I get black market coronavirus tests. Yeah, you could, if you know the right people, you could get corona tested easily.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Serious. My mom said this. I had a quick call with the other day, and then she got cut off to test you. They said they tested her in the parking lot. I don't know what was going on.
Have you heard of the drive-through test? This is true. I don't know if they're up and running in the States, but drive-throughs have tests. You could get it done in a drive-through and also, get like.
What's the test? What is the test? Do you know?
For the coronavirus. What is it? I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure what they do. I mean, if it's a drive.
How come we don't know that, Eddie? Like, you're a smart guy. I can't read.
I'm extremely smart.
I know, but not that it's an excuse for me. But to tell you the truth, I don't have. I have dyslexia. I could listen to a book, but I lose. I even if it's book on tape, I lose my. I don't pay attention. I get lost. So, but a guy like you, you read. You would think you'd be read up on that. Like, what is the test? Somebody knows what the test is.
Well, here's something that's been going on in this country. The U.S. should have been ready for this. We should have been ready for this when it hit Wuhan, China. By the way, you opened for Spade in Wuhan, did you not? Was that recently? You opened for David Spade in Wuhan, China?
No, I did. I did, but and by the way, the reason what were you just saying about the test and reading?
They swab you. Someone said they swab you in the drive-through, and you could order like a double cheeseburger. It's a drive-through, so it has also what drive-throughs have.
And and they never mind. I'm getting but I'm what else? I'm getting all panicky. No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Around the neighborhood today.
No, that's good.
Friendly.
That's good. I said this yesterday. That I said to my mailman yesterday. I said, "Thank you for delivering the mail."
Do you tip at Christmas?
Mailmen?
Yeah.
No. Do you?
I haven't either, but this year I think I might. I've learned.
Yeah.
Not to bring it up now.
If there is a Christmas, yeah.
They say if you don't tip, what they do, they have that corona. A friend of mine told me this. I don't know if it's true or not, but these mailmen through the black market, they have like a coronavirus spray. They spray it on all your mail. They get even with you.
No.
You didn't see that video? There's a video.
Don't watch. You have to get your sources. Like by the way, people out there, if you have questions, please, send some questions. Todd and I's way. You getting a little drink? You getting a little drink there?
No, I'm smogging up the room. I do it so I won't get it. But hold on. Hold on 1 second. It's a thing. I launch it into the air. Hold on. Can you see that?
That's beautiful. By the way, I want to...
You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's pesticide.
What is it?
It's a pesticide machine.
Oh, I just found out my dry cleaning is ready. I'm looking... U.S. plans to turn back asylum seekers and illegal immigrants at the southern border over concerns of coronavirus. Let's see. I wanted to play. I forgot to play something, Todd.
Sure.
That you supplied me with yesterday. Here it is. I forgot to play this when I opened today. Ready, folks? This should have been played a while ago. And we want questions. We want questions out there. Here we go. This should have been played earlier.
Who did that?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Is that Joe McKenzie?
Hey, who gets your car if you die?
Wait, is that Joe McKenzie?
I don't know. Steve Feinart's got it from. He said it was your guy.
Yeah, from Joe McKenzie.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that sounded like. Oh, that's cool. You should have opened the show with it. Start the show over. Do it now.
I just did.
I know you did, Eddie. I'm not stupid.
So who gets your car if you die? That's a question from a fan.
Oh, wait a second. I just told someone they could have that.
Jingle Joe was the guy who did that ad.
Oh, yeah. Joe McKenzie, a.k.a. Jingle Joe, / Gingle Glenn. I think I said Eric Olson gets it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe
I guess you have your reasons. No,
are you scared, Eddie?
Can fans, here's some questions. Can fans submit their versions of your theme song to play? Absolutely, even though that's the one. Why doesn't Todd just run around his podcast studio doing laps as his workout?
I do that as well every day. I don't know. That would be boring.
That would be boring.
The person was being funny, obviously, and I go answer it seriously like an idiot. Well, I think that running around my podcast studio would be boring. I'm sorry to the person that said that.
Yeah. I am scared, by the way. I am scared. Yeah. I think that's great. Oh, where is that emoji?
You've heard of a lot of, maybe some of your listeners have heard of Orville Peck. I
don't know. I feel like I'm getting some symptoms of the corona.
Wait, somebody's doing something to your eyes?
I just feel like I am getting some symptoms.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean?
Eddie, do you know that there's something who's doing that?
I am the vision. I am the vision.
Oh, I'm jealous that you can do that.
You watch the Marvel movies, you know the Vision?
I don't know. You don't have to know it to appreciate this. Wow, that's you again.
Ireland, by the way, can do a drive-through test. They've got it down to 15 minutes now. Ireland.
Is that true?
That is true. Also, one of the symptoms of the corona is you just feel cold, you know? You feel very cold.
No, I haven't. Oh, my God, Eddie, you're scaring me. Oh.
You think cops should be nice, like in the time of the corona? Like, I know that you do a lot of ride-alongs. Do you think a cop should pull you over and go, all right, sir, pull over. Let me take your temperature. Do you think they should do stuff? You think they should be extra nice?
Pull your car over. Pull your car over. I'm going to take your temperature. That wasn't worth it.
It was good, though. Let me just say, I don't know. I'm just playing around with that.
How do you do that? Can you do it to me? Can you make mine?
No, you have to have the Instagram.
Fuck! How come nothing ever happens right for me? You know what I did last night to relax? It's an old series, but I've never watched it. Planet Earth on Netflix. I never knew it existed, to be honest, until a few nights ago. Do you watch that ever?
What did you watch?
Planet Earth.
Oh, yeah. Planet Earth is amazing. The only thing I don't like about Planet Earth is that they show too many fights between animals. Like, I feel like we have enough violence in the world with, just walking down the street. There's so much violence in the world.
Well, obviously, I don't want to say that's my favorite part, but I've discussed that with somebody else. And
they know people like that.
To appreciate life, you have to. It puts you. It makes you. Okay, I'm not going to turn this into a religion, a conversation about God, but can I for 1 minute?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay.
I think spirituality, especially now.
Well,
I think spirituality is very important. I was praying right before you came on. I was just like, oh, fuck, please let me do a good podcast today. And it didn't happen. It hasn't happened because,
Because you're a bad interviewer. That's what they're saying. No, I think the reason for what you just said, why I watch past that, even though it is hard to watch sometimes, is that I think everything that they want religion to do, because I know everything they want it to do are some good things, what they want religion to do. And I think the way to get that is basically appreciation for life. If from a young age, if you just make people appreciate life from young ages, and there's a million ways to do it, to make people realize how special this real way is, real solid
Hold
ways.
on 1 second. Hold on. Margaret, the soup has to be hot. It's going to Todd Glass's house. Yes. So you have to make it hot. Sorry, Todd. Go ahead about
That's okay.
Your connection to God.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
This is all over this theory. So when I watch that, it's one of those things that makes me think, wow, it makes you realize how hard just life is to exist for certain animals, just to exist. And how, even with what we're going through right now, how, it's a lot easier for us. And it makes me realize how precious life is. And inevitably, although a little discomforting to watch, I think inevitably is a good thing to know. And the way that show just, teaches people about the planet and how we're fucking it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
For anybody that says, oh, they mind not getting a straw, you know what I want to do? If someone goes, oh, they complain about the straw, and I know it's people listening, good, nice people complain about the straw, I want to take a documentary on it and take the TV while it's playing and bash it over their head and go, there, you need your straw, you fuck.
Yes.
You know why they don't think the straws are worth it? Because they don't think it does anything. That's why. They should be honest, because if they go, no one will go, no, I'm aware this could do something. We've done shit like this. We have taken waters where the fish were depleted and through man-made things have managed to fix it. So if I hear the straw thing, I'm not, oh, I need my straw. Ah, fuck you and your straw. I hope you chokes you in your sleep in front of your kids.
Yes, in front of your children. I always end every sentence like that.
Yeah, it's always better.
What are your survival tips for people? I'm sure you have them. What are your survival tips for people during this pandemic? Like for me, I'll just give you an example. For me, it's just to realize that this too shall pass. Take it a moment at a time. Don't get hooked into, like, I don't know about you. I don't think you ever were a big news buff, but like if you watch the television, if you constantly go on the internet to like see what the updates are, I think you could get overwhelmed by this. So I think you have to kind of do the things, do some, like I love music. Yesterday I was watching a Bob Dylan video. It didn't really help me though, because he was attacked during the video. So that sent me into some panic. I got a bad bootleg copy. He was attacked by a fan and he was bloodied. But watch a music video that you like. Like, what are your tips? I'm serious. Like, are there any, like, I mean, you're a pretty chill guy.
Well, there's so many layers to what you're, some of it is you're afraid. Look, I get it. We're all going, I know I'm being paranoid, but a lot of people think I have it. They don't know if they have it.
Oh, I know.
So let's say you took that element out of it. Let's say you went through this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's take that off. You're positive you don't have it, but you're going through the exact same thing. It's still a little bit easier. So, but my tricks, well, here's a trick I learned. It's a real substantial one. It might help people. And I'm saying it because I'm not afraid to give this tip out, because I know that there's plenty of food. But when there's lines everywhere, I went to a place that sold grain by bulk, and it wasn't packed. You
went to a place that sold what?
When there's like beans and rice and barley, and you dig a scoop in. It's this place on Pico, and I thought, I just wanted extra in the event of, so it's cheap and you buy a lot of it, and there's no line. So there's one survival tip. Is that a good survival tip? That's not really a survival tip.
No, that's just, a shopping thing.
Well, I did something today that I thought was a good way, and then someone told me that it's dangerous to do it. I took a walk. Like that. The places in my neighborhood I never go for an hour, and then someone told me
that is a good survival tip. There's a stat that 86% of the people who have the corona don't know they have it, which is scary. 86%. I just feel like it's so surreal, Todd. We're gonna have to wrap this up, but I feel like it's so surreal that we live, that this has happened. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I know people like you didn't. People like and I mean that in a very nice way. In a very nice way.
Don't tell me. Excuse me. You're
a childlike guy. You just like to have fun. You're a guy who just likes to have fun.
I'm not unself-aware.
No, I'm not saying that. But your joy for life blinds you to
Thank you.
You're well. I mean, I think that is a compliment. Your joy to life, your complete and utter joy of life blinds you to the fact that the human race was going to come to an end before the end of this year.
That I don't deny. Matter of fact, I said to my manager the other day, I just want to get a show before the world ends. Is that too much to ask for?
Now that makes sense.
I know. I just want to. I don't want to sell a show and then the world blows up the next day. I'm like, great.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that's all I care.
I have a coronavirus test coming your way. It should be there in a couple of minutes and some hot soup.
Thank you.
Okay. I love you, Todd. Thank you so much for doing this interview.
Eddie, can I come over? I'm lonely.
I don't think we're supposed to do that. I hope my special comes out in time, by the way, because my special, I had trouble selling the goddamn thing, even though it was shut the fuck up funny, which are your words. It's
beyond. It's brilliant. It's fun. It's everything. Look, it takes a lot more. If I tell people go watch Eddie Pepitone's special, I wouldn't listen to somebody if they said that. You got to say it with a little more grit. And I'm telling you, it's everything. It's comedy. So that's what I like about it. Is if you just want basically a stand-up comedy special, it's that. But it's got grit and it's funny and it's every fucking thing. It's just fucking great. You know what? Here's the way I'm going to say one more thing. I'm talking about your special, so I can go a little long. I have a theory. When you're watching something, whether it be a movie or whether it be a play or whether it be stand-up comedy, you have a certain amount of presence during it. In other words, were you 50% watching the movie and then daydreaming the other 50%? Same thing with the stand-up comedian on TV or live. Sometimes I drift off, And or were you 90% watching it? With your special, I was 99% there. 99. You know what I was doing the other 1%? Trying to figure out how I was going to compliment you. I'm like, oh my God, I want to say something that really resonates with them because it was, and people go, oh, don't overset it up. I won't. You'll go watch it and you'll be like, he was fucking right. And people go to, oh, don't overset it up. When you overset it up, that means for the people that weren't going to like it, they're really not going to like it now. But for the people that were going to like it, they still fucking like it.
Dude, I love you so much and we get each other so much. Thank you for coming on. I have one that'll knock your socks off. I think I asked you this a while ago, but John Mulaney, we'll talk about that off the air. All right, everybody.
I was jealous of, we'll talk about it off the air. The music thing, anybody does, we'll talk about it off the air. Mine's a good thing. Mine's a good thing, by the way.
I love you, man. Stay healthy. We'll talk. All right?
Okay.
And by the way, do you think stand-up will survive this whole thing? Like, did you hear that Patton Oswalt is doing shows in his front yard? I heard this, that he's doing shows in his front yard.
Hey,
maybe you could do that.
Comedy could survive Gallagher and
a
few other comedians dead and alive. It battled through that. Stand-up comedy just battled through a lot of shit, so it's going to be fine.
All right, man. I love you.
I'm scared, Eddie.
All right. See ya.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
All right, everybody. That was Todd Glass from the Bunker. And by the way, the meowing you heard, that is from Rory Scovel. He's next to me. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you very much. In the bio is my Ko-Fi. Okay, my Ko-Fi, you can donate. There's no money to be made right now for live performance, so you could donate in my Ko-Fi in the bio. Tomorrow, I have Tim Dillon as my guest, another hilarious man and another man like myself who knew this apocalypse was coming. So please tune in tomorrow. I'll be doing these every day at 4 p.m. PTSD time, Pacific time. PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. Tim Dillon's the guest tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. See ya.